Nation pauses to honor our veterans, those past and present. It is tonight's In Depth, and the night team's David Douglas has a story only on News 3.
Eric, the invasion of Normandy in June 1944 and the days that followed will be remembered as some of the bloodiest battles in history. Many did not live to tell their stories, and many more are no longer with us. Tonight, a veteran who remembers it all, right here in Madison.
I had just been out of high school. I didn't know anything about war. I didn't know really a whole lot about life.
At 18 years old, war is exactly what John Gill found himself in the middle of.
Each week it became harder to stay alive, and you could see the ones around you being killed.
The Army medic landed on Omaha Beach in Normandy. 3 days after D-Day, the 2nd Infantry Division was the first set of reinforcements to arrive in a close combat situation.
Because of the thick foliage in Normandy, you could never see the Germans, and they couldn't really see us. There was a lot of just point-blank firing.
With medals and mementos spread out across a dining room table, the memories are fresh. The military had made a critical error. Aerial photographs made thick hedgerows, stone walls overgrown in brush, look like small bushes. They became major obstacles.
The infantry had no training to fight in these fields. They had to learn to cope with it. And the hedgerows were so strong that tanks could not go through them.
This summer, Gill returned to France, sitting just behind President Obama on the 65th anniversary of D-Day. A-list dignitaries, though, pale in comparison to the hero he finally said goodbye to.
The infantry told us to go back, not to go any further. And he said, I'm just going to go ahead a little bit and see if there are any wounded. Well, we never saw him again.
This is Gill at Charles Collins' grave. A last salute to a soldier who was a hero until the last second.
It was kind of the end of the story when you're with somebody and then 65 years later you're standing in front of his grave.
Gill was ultimately wounded 2 months into his tour of duty when a shell exploded. He still has shrapnel in his heart, something doctors did not discover until years later. He was awarded, as you saw in the story there, the Purple Heart.
It is amazing as we lose more and more of our World War II veterans to hear every one of their stories is truly special. We thank him for sharing that with us tonight. News 3's David Douglas reporting. David, thank you.